IVM.
सबसे पहले रानी मुखर्जी walks in, उसके पीछे शाहरुख walks
Shahrukh
in,
holding her pallu.
holding her pallu, yes, and then Karan Johar walks in, and everybody goes crazy.
I'm sure. When Alia gets revenge at the end of Rocky Rani is amazing, man. But I'm not talking about
his movie might be the one example of a non-human getting revenge.
That's the only one. Yeah, correct, dude.
I've got one which I think the क्या बोलते जो the climax of the revenge, like I was saying, I want the person to die.
Yeah.
But what happens in this is actually better than death.
कुत्ते, मैं तेरा खून पी जाऊंगा कुत्ते, मैं तेरा खून की कसम खा के कहता हूँ, चुन चुन के मारूंगा, एक एक को चुन चुन. हो गया मेरा बस.
I just asked him to get you coffee, so you don't want coffee. Is that it? Okay, fine. No coffee, I guess. For khoon. This guy prefers khoon.
Yeah, I prefer खून.
खून की कसम खा रहा है.
But
तेरा खून मर जाएगा. झूठी कसम मत खाओ खून की.
So welcome to another episode of Pop Rap. In this episode, we talk about the best revenge stories in Bollywood.
Yeah, a lot.
Today I have with me nothing new. Antariksh and Abbas,
Yeah.
our regular panelists on Pop Rap.
But before we get to the main episode, we have something amazing to talk about because Snayhil.
Yes.
So they say there's a saying which goes that the best revenge is living a good life yourself.
Oh, I've
the best
heard,
revenge is success.
Revenge is a dish best served cold.
And naked.
So all of that.
Okay.
Have you not seen Big Bang Theory? It's
Okay.
a reference to
I've
that.
Not
to
naked.
forget it.
I watch it very close.
Sheldon बोलता है revenge is a...
So by that right now, if they say revenge is best met by succeeding in life.
Yes.
Yeah, if that's what they say.
Success is the
Snayhil?
best revenge.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Snayhil had a very successful weekend.
Yes.
And anyone who has ever hated Snayhil, this was the perfect revenge that Snayhil could have gotten on them.
Antariksh, I think on this podcast people hate us. They actually like Snayhil.
Oh,
So
that's the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
I think.
because you two are bullies.
So we,
Oh, really?
yeah, correct. Yeah, sure. Snayhil. This guy doubles down on the fact. But Snayhil had one of the greatest weekends
Yes,
one
I
can
did.
ask for
Yes,
if you're a fan of Bollywood. What happened, man? Snayhil,
Wait,
कुछ तो हुआ
wait.
था? Something happened?
We went to India.
Oh, you got your citizenship finally.
Finally,
Great,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm Akshay Kumar.
Finally. Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning of the weekend. Friday शाम को भाई ने लिया train to Ahmedabad and
Salman. Wow, nice.
Friday evening I took a train to Ahmedabad and Saturday I watched India versus Pakistan in the stadium. I wish Pakistan would have played
One shit.
a little
Wow,
better.
wearing
Terrible.
a cap.
Terrible.
Would have
Saying
played
such
a little better so that
that's
I could
true,
have
yeah.
seen a more exciting match
Correct,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah.
but
One-sided.
जो भी है
So you're
इंडिया
saying
का
you wanted them
जीतना
to win. I get it. You heard it here,
इंडिया का
guys.
जीतना बहुत अच्छा लगा. बेस्ट रोहित शर्मा, बहुत मजा आया. एंड देन वहाँ से ट्रेन वापस लेके आई केम बैक टू मुंबई एंड संडे को आई परफॉर्म इन द मॉर्निंग एट द NCPA माई प्ले पेगी पेन एंड देन शाम को आई वेंट टू वॉच अ स्पेशल स्क्रीनिंग ऑफ कुछ कुछ होता है. दे वर सेलिब्रेटिंग 25 years ऑफ कुछ कुछ होता है एंड गेस हु डिसाइड्स टू शो अप.
Let me think.
Farida Jalal.
Farida Jalal. The Sardar kid. Nice. Johnny Lever would have been great
Bro,
also,
the
actually.
movie ends and
crowd goes wild
and
because-
धीरे धीरे ना 8-9 bodyguards start.
But they
to-
came and very thoughtful. They knelt
हाँ,
down the
वो नीचे
bodyguards.
बैठ गए because of
Basically,
course.
वो
Yeah.
cordon बना दिया उन्होंने.
Yeah,
Yeah,
उन्होंने
yeah.
वो बना दिया and then जैसे ही
But when this happened, what were you guys?
So
Did you guys
that's
think,
what
is this a terrorist attack?
so that's what happened, right? So क्या हुआ जब मूवी खत्म होने वाली थी तो जो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम थी ना उनके कुछ लोग अपने वो ईयरफोन्स और वो लेके आके साथ में बैठने लग गए. ठीक है, एंड सबको स्क्वीज इन करके आगे की 3 रोज के कॉर्नर्स पे वो तीनों बैठ गए.
You guys were not told anything before the movie.
Nothing. But when we entered, वहाँ पे लाइट सेटअप वगैरह था,
Got it,
तो anyone with brains would have
कुछ तो
thought
होने
कि
वाला
हाँ यहाँ कुछ होने वाला है. Anyway, so हम लोग आगे बैठे हुए थे एंड मूवी खत्म हुई, एग्जिट वाला डोर खुला एंड बॉडीगार्ड्स started walking in.
By the way, your producer Maitri was also there.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you
She
meet
was
her
also
there?
there. Yeah, I did.
Oh, cool.
I did. Anyway, so they start
I'll
walking
tell you
in.
what she said once it
Okay.
started.
And everybody started screaming. Everybody started shouting. Everybody started hooting. And then the owner came in.
Of
I think owner as in कि मतलब वो जो पूरा
क्या, Inox
organize
का?
कर रहा था, जो पूरा organize कर रहा था.
Okay.
And the head of sorts came in and he shouted, he's like, everybody go back to your seats or I'm not letting them come in. And everybody's like,
तो definitely
okay.
गुस्से में बोला यार, गुस्से में.
चिल्ला के he's like, everybody go back to your seats. सब सारे ना अपनी सीट से निकल के आगे की तरफ आ गए थे जहाँ पे उन लोग ने
Did
आना
you
था.
guess why people are screaming what's happening?
Yeah, मतलब like everybody had their best bets on कि
Oh,
शाहरुख
yeah,
आएगा
वो
शायद,
और क्या,
right?
हाँ.
तो go back and जैसे ही वो इतने सारे bodyguards आ गए, then we were like, bro, देखो, as much as I love all the other characters and all the other actors in the film, इतने bodyguards सिर्फ शाहरुख के लिए आ सकते हैं.
because why security है ना अभी उसकी.
हाँ, तो उसकी बहुत सिक्योरिटी है. उन्होंने हर जगह से.
Wait, what row are you in at this
He was the first
row.
row.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, worst seat to watch the movie in, but best seat to get.
So that's what, right? So what happened was कि I surprised my friend with a ticket. So I kind of had an idea कि ये लोग आने वाले हैं. ठीक है, because Karan Johar was promoting it on Instagram,
Correct.
left, right, and
And
center.
the tweet for the
they
ticket
tweeted, yes,
went
that
from
they
the
are-
official Dharma handle,
Yes,
yeah.
Oh,
the
okay, cool.
official Dharma handle that they are planning something big and all of that.
Guys,
so
get a life. सब कुछ पता धर्मा क्या कर रहे हैं? Please guys.
So
we host a pop culture podcast.
Yeah,
I mean, but still,
it
I
just
have
means
a
that you're
life.
good at our job.
No, it means that you have nothing literally else to do.
We don't have a job. The guy who had like a
Well, that's
whirlwind
true.
weekend.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
So anyway, so like everybody is like shouting and screaming and everything.
So everybody went back to their seats. after
Everybody
showing
went back
it.
to their seats. So I had a friend with me. I took her to the movies just to like, you know, she loves Shah Rukh Khan.
Date
तो
थी,
नहीं रे तो the thing is कि she's like कुछ होता है का ये हो रहा है और like हाँ मैं कहा मेरे पास tickets हैं and like front row. She's like, are you mad or what यार? Who gets front row का tickets? And I'm like, रुक जा. She's like, अरे यार front row यार ये वो.
Yeah.
And then the entire film she's like front row ऐसे करके देख रही गर्दन दुख गई. And then when the bodyguards walk in, she's like, who is coming? What is happening? And I'm like, just wait.
cool.
And then that person comes,
That's cool.
he shouts like, go back to your seats and everything. And then सबसे पहले रानी मुखर्जी walks in, उसके पीछे शाहरुख walks
Shah Rukh
in.
holding her pallu.
Holding her pallu, yes. And then Karan Johar walks in and everybody goes crazy.
I'm sure. Dude. That's
Everybody goes crazy. I think they had decided कि उनको आगे क्या बोलना है.
हाँ.
वो आए, उस शाहरुख ने अपना जो बोलना था exactly वो चीज़ बोली. रानी ने जो exactly, I think no fumble, no thinking. उनको पता था क्या बोलना. उन्होंने आके आए बोले तीनों के
I
पास
love this
mic
movie.
था.
It was great times.
Yeah. बस
But
आके
it's great to see that after so many years, the movie
exactly
gets so much love.
same.
I'll tell you exactly what he says. Shah Rukh said it was a pleasure to be a part of a film that has aged well.
Oh yeah, he said this. He said this.
But he also said
Surprisingly.
that, guys, there is a podcast, he said, which is not great. Don't watch it, he said. It's called Just a Filmy.
But yeah, that happened and everybody just went crazy, I think.
And everybody took pictures and everything. There was nobody stopping you from taking pictures.
No, so आप
No,
बस
it was expected that you would record.
Sure.
आप बस उसके आगे नहीं जा सकते थे जहाँ पे उन्होंने पूरा वो लाइन बना लिया था. उसके पीछे वो तीनों खड़े थे. But let me tell you, Karan Johar looked the most dapper.
Wow.
out
Even
the
in front of
three.
Shah Rukh?
Even in front of Shah Rukh. I thought he was dressed so like मतलब वो बहुत ही swag था भाई वो बंदा.
Great, it's great to see Snayhil has a new crush.
I never expected the day you
I
watch
have-
Shah Rukh Khan from the first day you'll talk about Karan
I have
Johar.
always been a fan of his dress sense. I तो
Sure,
like Karan Johar
Snayhil,
का
okay.
वो wardrobe.
Yeah, that's fine.
And शाहरुख यार शाहरुख का charm अलग charm है ठीक है. मैं
उसको
बस
कपड़े वपड़े की जरूरत नहीं है उसको.
हाँ वो उसका charm
Can
अलग
we
है.
stop with the nudity, guys?
उसका charm ही अलग है. Bro, it was I think I still have that moment playing in my mind. मैं edit में ना यहाँ पे वो video डाल दूंगा उनके
Amazing.
walk in का.
Has your friend now accepted that she will do everything that you tell her for the rest of her life?
She's like, she's like, how may I,
repay you?
Oh.
You're like, finally
It's okay, Snayhil. You don't
you're
need
like,
to tell
finally
us.
go out with me.
You need not tell us the
Yeah.
rest.
and I was like, मुझे World Cup final का ticket है.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll tell you very quickly.
So you are gay? No, sorry.
I was tapping through stories. I saw
Yeah.
Maitri post a screen ka photo of the song Koi Mil Gaya. Okay. So I mean,
bro, people went crazy when
Yeah,
the song.
yeah.
I often make jokes about Maitri, the fact that she's just 21 and she's not seen most of the stuff that we cover. मेरे को लगा शायद ये पहली बार देख रही है जिंदगी में कुछ होता है. So I just dropped a reply text say, oh my god, are you watching it for the first time? Okay. And for 2 hours obviously she's not replied because the movie is going on. And then next time I log in there is a voice note. Okay. And वो voice note के ऊपर मैत्री ने लिखा हुआ है OMG, I breathed the same air as him. And I was like, what is she talking about? And then I played the voice note and there are people screaming behind her and everything. And she's like, oh my god, we saw Shah Rukh. I'm like, what are you saying? Like he
That's
on
insane.
screen, yeah, I know, it's this film.
Yeah, it's a good
And
film.
then she shared the video where it's Rani, her and Karan are standing. I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, I bumped into a listener on the event.
Oh, Maitri.
She's not a listener.
Shah Rukh.
Shout out to my boy Rishabh. I was going to get me some popcorns and Peaches is like, hey, baby. Anyway, so he's like,
I seen you somewhere.
He's like, I texted you the other day, and I'm like,
What?
Hi. And he's like, bro, Rishabh, I am a listener of your show. You come here for content and all. I'm like, yes. I'm too serious about my job. Yes, I've come here for content. But anyway, he was watching Kuch Kuch Hota Hai for the first time,
Yeah.
actually.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
He was
okay.
watching Kuch Kuch Hota Hai for the first time.
And how old was your Rishabh?
I have no idea. So
I'm just trying to gauge our age.
he was young only.
Demographic of our
I think he was younger than me.
listenership.
Around, he must be around 23, 24, I guess.
Okay.
So anyway, he was watching it for the first time. And
बताओ
he,
पहली बार तुम कोई मिल गया देखने जाओ और शाहरुख
कोई मिल गया नहीं, कुछ कुछ होता है।
कुछ होता है देखने जाओ
और सामने शाहरुख आ जाए. Anyway,
That's crazy.
he
कोई मिल
is
गया
your
और शाहरुख
पड़ोसी,
आ
by
गया.
the way.
Huh?
He's your पड़ोसी. He lives in
Shahrukh?
the
No,
listener.
he's not.
Rishabh.
I don't say in band.
Rishabh
He's
lives
not,
in Powai.
Dude, Rishabh texted me literally 2 days back before this weekend. Like I think on Thursday, he's supposed to have a show with Andy Reghu as host, and he wanted to see Andy Reghu live. So he called me up. He got my number and said, "Ke, hey, I listened to your podcast and I'm a fan."
Wow.
I think we
And
have a stalker,
I've
guys.
texted you before.
Rishabh,
That's what.
if
Yeah.
you're watching this, stop stalking.
But it's, I mean, in the moment, it feels very nice.
I
that
swear.
someone-
Yeah.
it's very cool. Very
Nah,
nice.
but in hindsight.
Guys, in hindsight,
No,
it's
bro,
2020.
all the love.
Guys, Shah Rukh Warukh ek side. I saw Bhumi Pednekar this weekend. Okay, please.
Yeah, she's
okay?
been doing
okay?
the rounds
okay?
of thank you for coming.
Oh no, that's not
No,
it.
no,
I saw her at Bastion. And Shilpa Shetty
So
also.
a friend of mine went for a screening. She bought a ticket and went for thank you for coming, and Bhumi Pednekar was there in the.
And then she was like, hi, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Have you seen the movie?
I
I've
haven't
heard
seen the
I've
movie.
heard it's not great.
I've heard
Or
mixed
not even
reviews.
good. But anyway.
See, as 3 men talking about a movie that deals with women's
एक
issues.
second, 3 men की तो बात ही नहीं है. 3 humans who haven't watched the film.
That's
yeah,
true.
and, yeah.
But I like Bhumi Pednekar. I don't
like Bhumi
mind.
Pednekar.
I like
Well,
Bhumi
she's a good
Pednekar.
actress.
Did you go up to her and be like, hey, listen to my podcast?
No, I waved. She didn't wave back. I didn't wave also. This is joke.
Rishabh is good for her.
I pointed at her like, hey, Bhumi.
Rishabh, we love you guys.
I saw
Yeah.
Bhumi and her sister both. They look exactly ditto the same.
Yeah.
But they were both there.
Okay.
And they were like, yeah, it was a lot of beautiful people and then me. At Bastion.
अच्छा हुआ anyone, a lot of beautiful people and Bhumi Pednekar.
Oh,
Shit, no.
Would have been a better insult. No.
But
Okay.
great weekend. Now I think
Yeah.
this was the best weekend that I've had
You
till
heard, yeah.
date.
I'm sure. Dude,
like
nothing
India,
can top it.
Of
What's
course,
gonna
यार
top it?
India Pakistan का World Cup match.
अभी
फिर
only
उसके
Sachin
बाद
Tendulkar can top this
Now
film.
the only thing is कि अगर अब मेरी movie release हो जाए शाहरुख खान के साथ, then is the point.
Oh,
You're in a movie?
Yeah,
नहीं नहीं मतलब
yeah
अगर हो
Snayhil
जाए
is in a movie with Shah Rukh in it. You don't know this?
Yeah,
I didn't know
I am
that.
the
Yeah.
audience he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing. Okay, cool.
Let's come back to the topic.
Let's get to
Yeah,
our
revenge.
How do you segue? Did you take revenge with anyone over the weekend?
I hate Bhumi Pednekar very hard.
What the fuck? Antariksh makes it a diary में लिखता है one problematic statement
Yeah.
per episode. Yeah, and then let me drink my tea.
No, not really. Bhumi got revenge at
Can we just
Bastion.
let- can we go-
I don't know
move
how else.
beyond?
Move beyond that. I don't know.
Bhumi.
nobody got revenge, man. But let's get to the revenge arc of this episode.
Yes.
By talking about the best revenge movies that we know of or have heard of or have watched.
या जो हमें लगती है,
हमें लगती है, you know.
हमारा ओपिनियन है, हमारा पॉडकास्ट.
क्योंकि ऐसी बहुत सारी बदले वाली पिक्चर हैं जो मैंने नहीं देखी.
बहुत सारी नहीं, ऑलमोस्ट सारी ही बॉलीवुड मूवीज के अंदर एक अंडरलेयर तो होता ही है.
Yeah.
But like for
most action
example,
movies.
I haven't seen Badlapur. That has
I haven't
the
seen
name
Badlapur,
Badla in
the
its
Badla.
title.
I have seen Badlapur.
I haven't seen Badla also. The
I have
new,
seen Badla also. Oh yeah,
Manoj
nice
Bajpayee
film.
one. Yeah, Manoj Bajpayee.
What? Manoj Bajpayee?
Then कौन है बदला है?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh sorry, Badla. Now what am I thinking of? Banda?
Manoj Bajpayee.
बंदे में था दम. What was that God band film that came out?
The thing that just came out.
ये
What is
cut
that?
कर
Banda,
देना.
no?
बंदे में था दम.
Oh sorry, I'm talking about Banda, not Badla. Badla is Amitabh Bachchan.
हाँ वो बंदा था. एक बंदा काफी है.
हाँ एक बंदा काफी है. It's a banda. Anyway, let's get to it, guys. What do you think a good revenge plot requires in a movie for it to be, you know, good revengeful? Like you get catharsis at the end कि अच्छा साला मर गया.
Okay, I'll start.
Or whatever.
For me, villain has to die. मतलब I'm not happy with him going to jail. I want to see him die.
I get it.
Or imply that he's going to die.
So I have one of those. So one of the movies that I'll talk about today is a movie where revenge is not exactly met, but you still have a nice feeling at the end of it.
Okay.
हाँ वो मूवी हैदर तो नहीं है?
नहीं. Is that on your list? It was.
It's on my list.
Yeah. But what do you think a movie requires for the revenge payoff to be good in it? Does the villain have to die?
हाँ यार मतलब जरूरी है.
It does pay. It does
pay यार. मतलब I'm not a fan of कि मैं हीरो हूँ तो मैंने तुम्हें बख्श दिया कि मतलब you know कानून में अपने हाथ में नहीं लेना चाहूँगा. अबे ले बे.
Sometimes they go the double psych route where at first the hero will be like अच्छा मैं तुझे छोड़ रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे और संस्कार कहते हैं कि मेरे मानना नहीं चाहिए. And then the villain himself, because at the end will try to go and shoot. And in self defense
he'll be like अब तो मुझे मारना पड़ गया.
Sorry bro.
Didn't plan it.
That's like one way to go about it.
Or if the hero is a cop and he puts the villain in jail, then I'm okay. I'm like हाँ ये तो पुलिस ही है तो
नहीं cop भी है तो मारो भाई.
Yeah, like Jawan में he killed
the Vijay Sethupathi.
Yeah, even after he killed him in jail though. हाँ
तो he checked both the boxes.
Correct, he checked both.
He's like तू जेल में भी है और तू मर भी.
Exactly right. I think again the villain need not necessarily die. But for the revenge to angle, for you to be involved in the revenge angle, the villain needs to be really villainous.
Yeah.
That for sure is required. That is more required than the payoff at the end almost, I think. For you to be involved in the movie
basically, the crime should be worthy of revenge.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And the criminal too.
Huh.
I don't know, sometimes it can be someone getting revenge on a police officer. Again, the movie I'm talking about.
Which one is it, Jawan?
Mission Kashmir.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great.
Nice.
Are you guys both? You've both seen them?
Yeah,
I've seen Mission.
It's directed by Vidhu Vinod Chopra.
Yes.
Stars Hrithik Roshan, Sanjay Dutt, Jackie Shroff, and the plot. Yes.
So the first
film
film as music director for Shankar Ehsaan Loy.
Was it really?
Yes.
Mission Kashmir.
Yes.
Great music.
I know.
like,
amazing.
That's why. Oh,
Yeah,
hence.
now it adds up.
Yeah.
That it would be good. Shankar Ehsaan Loy, everything they do is good.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent music. Yeah. सोचो कि झीलों का शहर हो.
और आजकल तो बुमरो चल भी रहा है.
Yeah.
पाकिस्तान के अगेंस्ट भी काफी चला था.
धुआं is the song it starts with.
Yeah.
Again, very like not heard today song, but very cool. The movie is great, dude. So the movie is about. Are we already talking about our films, or are we just talking about in general?
We can talk about films. It's fine.
Yeah, the movie is great. It talks about Hrithik Roshan when he was a kid in the movie. His parents are killed seemingly by a SWAT team, basically, that is infiltrating this supposed terrorists' base. Turns out the man who pulled the trigger on his parents was Sanjay Dutt, but he was wearing a mask at the time.
Right.
Okay, but he was Sanjay Dutt's character, who's a police officer, or what a SWAT team dude. Okay, like in Kashmir, and now at this stage in the movie, Sanjay Dutt knows that he killed Hrithik's parents, but Hrithik does not know that Sanjay Dutt killed his parents. So Sanjay Dutt, because he and his wife are trying for a child, and that they have a child, and the child passes away for whatever reason. they now have an opportunity to adopt another child,
Right.
played by Hrithik. Altaf is his name in the movie. So they adopt the child, and later on, as the movie progresses, the child finds out, oh, this is the man who killed my parents. So he defects in a way from regular civilian society, becomes a terrorist, and 21 years later comes back with one aim: to get revenge on the man who killed his parents, his adopted father, in a way. And
Wow, kya setup.
yeah, exactly, great setup. Hrithik also works is now a terrorist who's working under Jackie Shroff's character. I forget the Jackie Shroff's name. Who has a cool neck problem the entire movie, where his neck is just like this. I don't know why it worked when I was a kid, but it really worked for me in the movie. Where again, it adds to the intimidation factor of it all. Why this movie is not exactly the revenge is not met, because he never really kills Sanjay Dutt in the end.
Okay.
What they
dies,
do,
na?
they shift revenge to make it Jackie Shroff part. That Jackie Shroff, because his dad or whatever was affiliated with Jackie Shroff, is why he got killed in the first place. And so Jackie Shroff is the revenge is meted out at
On
Jackie
him.
Shroff
Yeah.
and not at
Sanjay
Sanjay
Dutt.
Dutt in the end of it. But the movie really is great. Also a great movie for Has It maybe.
Yeah. Fine.
अब तो वो नहीं
Antariksh,
pick कर, वो नहीं प्लग करता है तो आप ही कर देते हो.
यार मैं क्या करूँ कभी और the thoughts just come into your mind. Fine, I'll include this movie in games of just a filmy game show. There's no natural plug is what I mean,
No, point taken.
Yeah.
Yes. Add it to the list.
Yeah. So that's one movie for sure that
Is it
I think
available
Revenge
on
is
any
gonna
OTT streaming platform?
I think it's from Prime
it
Video.
is.
I'm pretty sure it's
मुझे
on
भी
Prime
लग रहा है
Video.
शायद ये Prime पे है.
It's like it's not exactly Netflix content. I
But
think it's more
Mission
Prime.
Kashmir
I think
पता
it
है.
might be on Netflix because Vidhu Vinod Chopra
देखो ना एक बार please.
entire
Mission-
filmography just shifted.
Oh,
streaming.
just
Yeah,
shifted.
yeah.
Oh,
Prime Video.
Prime Video.
Yeah.
Okay, so Abbas not right about everything.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. What other like great revenge plots can you think of?
अच्छा, hear me out. ठीक है. There's this very talented engineer. ठीक है. जो cars बनाता है.
Oh man. No. Not in this episode.
How did you do that? That's great. That's great. I love this. I love this.
Don't want to hear you out.
Awesome.
Let's move on.
Oh, great.
इतना मेहनत करके अंतरिक्ष रॉकी और रानी नहीं मेंशन कर
You know
रहा
how much restraint I have to put man in
है.
this?
So it is your duty.
When Alia gets revenge at the end of Rocky Rani is amazing, man. But I'm not talking about
His movie might be the one example of a non-human getting revenge.
That's the only one. Yeah, correct, dude.
See, I tell you, this movie is a classic. You guys don't agree.
But see, if in Karan Arjun, Thakur was really bad to those guns that finally shot him in the end.
We've
then
already
it works.
released a reel which went viral where you are saying that Thakur was a better parent than
Yeah,
Raki.
okay, how much more Thakur
Do you
did he
want to go more into
I mean,
Karan Arjun?
Viral हुई है
I'll
वो.
talk about more.
मतलब हमारे हिसाब से viral.
अच्छा अच्छा ठीक है.
Bro, 1000 view मिल गया.
But such a great plot.
By the way,
right?
prominent film critic Raja Sen has liked that reel. I would just like to say so. Yeah.
Not that prominent. I didn't know about it, man. Sorry, Raja ji.
He also co-wrote the script for Chup, the Balki movie.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
The critics one.
Yeah.
Oh, the critic wrote the critic movie.
yeah,
Okay, wow.
Wow, lovely.
Huh.
So yeah,
We get a task on the car. Move on. Yeah. What is yours?
Should
But why
we- should
you said it as a joke answer.
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah.
Obviously,
I-
you
No,
don't
he
actually
didn't.
believe.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, you don't actually believe that it's a good revenge.
should we mention now I need to get another movie on my list.
Yeah.
The most famous revenge movie, should we talk it? And
I mean, of course,
Yeah,
Sholay.
Sholay, which...
Oh,
Get out
I
of the
thought
way.
Bazigar.
Both.
Bazigar too, but I mean,
Yeah.
of course, Sholay has like that iconic
शोले
status.
क्या तो रिवेंज में रिवेंज भी है ना भाई.
हाँ, exactly.
It's like बहुत सारे रिवेंज हैं उसके
Yeah,
अंदर.
yeah.
So I think that the fact
get
that
it out of the way, yeah.
the biggest, one of the biggest, probably the biggest Hindi film of all time has revenge as the core principle of it. I think
Yeah, that's
that,
true.
and we've mentioned in previous episodes also how the ending was changed because
Yeah.
one shoot of the revenge was too violent. So they made
The one where Thakur
Yeah,
stomps on his face. Or something he said? Yeah, correct.
And Antariksh in our Shan episode of Has It Aged Well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
Thakur
I-
has commented. He's
Yeah,
like,
sir.
wow.
Commented by with his feet.
No, but I mentioned and Antariksh agreed with it. What I felt lacking in Shah was precisely that the drive of revenge is not there in Shah. Shah, of course, has a lot of other cool elements. But Sholay, the revenge plot drives that movie, right? We want Gabbar to suffer. We want people to get the comeuppance. So I think Sholay's textbook Hindi film revenge saga.
What's I think this could be the pattern, right? Maybe we're just looking at good villains. And then those villains make for good villains.
I'll tell you a film that I have on my list, which is not about a great villain, but a vigilante, a character.
That's the other thing. System के खिलाफ.
System के खिलाफ जाके, because when that character goes to the system, that system is in itself so corrupt and is so involved कि वो उनकी कुछ help नहीं करता है.
Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it Khosla Ka Khosla?
नहीं.
Khosla is a great revenge example, dude.
But again, Bamani Rani symbolizes the system.
Yeah, correct.
Which is your movie?
आखिरी रास्ता. Have you watched the film?
Nope.
Which is what Jawan was told that it is somewhat of a remake.
Similar, yeah.
Oh, what, really?
So आखिरी रास्ता का क्या प्लॉट है कि अमिताभ बच्चन इज अ वेरी Amitabh Bachchan is a very simple man. Falls in love.
अमिताभ बच्चन को लगता नहीं होगा कि यार मेरी हर पिक्चर ये लोग रीमेक कर
देते हैं. That's what his image was, right? Remake, of course.
हर पिक्चर रीमेक कर देते हैं.
तो Amitabh Bachchan is a very simple character. Falls in love with
This is what 80s, 70s, what is this?
80s, I think.
80s,
85, 86.
मतलब वो थोड़ा एज होने लग गया था.
तो then late 80s, 90s types.
तो अमिताभ बच्चन का कैरेक्टर जो है बहुत सिंपल कैरेक्टर है. He marries a very well educated, high class woman. They have a child together, and his wife gets raped, and then she kills herself. She commits suicide.
This is the plot of that Hrithik Roshan Yami Gautam movie.
Kabil, that's also a revenge story only. But anyway, so that happens, and Amitabh Bachchan tries to go to people कि भाई इस मिनिस्टर ने ऐसा किया है इन दोनों लोगों के साथ मिलके, आप प्लीज लाइक गेट मी जस्टिस. तो nobody helps him, right? And so वो और उसी को फ्रेम कर देते हैं वो, और वो उसको जेल हो जाती है. अमिताभ को जेल हो जाती है. वो अमिताभ को ही उसके वाइफ के डेथ में फ्रेम कर देते हैं एंड उसको जेल हो जाती है. पर उसका जो बच्चा होता है वो अपने एक फ्रेंड को, जो अनुपम खेर प्ले कर रहा है, उसको दे के जाता है कि इसको तुम इतना बड़ा क्रिमिनल बनाना कि ये मेरा बदला लेगा इन 3 लोगों से. अपनी माँ का अपनी माँ का बदला लेगा इन तीनों से. ठीक है. तो ये बोल के जाता है अनुपम खेर को. आफ्टर लाइक 20-30 years जितना भी वो जेल काट के आता है.
How much pressure is it now on Anupam Kher to raise a criminal so bad?
हाँ, तो वही तो यही तो ट्विस्ट है.
तो उसका बेटा पुलिस ऑफिसर बन गया. अच्छा कुछ. हाँ,
तो एग्जैक्टली अंतरिक्ष.
Is that what happens?
20 साल बाद 20 साल बाद जब अमिताभ बच्चन का ओरिजिनल कैरेक्टर जो था, जो जेल गया था, वो बाहर आता है पूरी दाढ़ी और उन सब में, सीधा आके अनुपम खेर के पास जाता है. तो वो पता लगता है कि उसने तो उसके बेटे को पुलिस ऑफिसर बना दिया, और वो भी ऐसा पुलिस ऑफिसर जो पूरे सिटी का बेस्ट कॉप है. ईमानदार है. ठीक है, एकदम ईमानदार है. सो नाउ व्हेन ही इज लाइक कि ये मैंने तो तेरे को बदला लेने की बोला था, कह रहा है मैं कर नहीं पाया.
Again, both are played by Amitabh Bachchan.
Both are played by Amitabh Bachchan.
That's the
so
pattern.
the old Amitabh Bachchan is now like कि तू रहने दे, अपना बदला मैं खुद ही ले लूंगा. And now he has to kill.
Is this the movie where Amitabh has a beard?
Yes.
And there's a scene where he's crawling through a duct. AC duct?
Yes. AC duct नहीं है वो है सीवेज वो है.
Yeah. I've seen this movie.
ठीक है. पर उसमें ये था, अब उनको एक हाई क्लास डॉक्टर, एक कमिश्नर और एक पॉलिटिशियन को मारना होता है. ठीक है. तो वो ये बोल के जाता है कि इसको इतना बड़ा क्रिमिनल बनाना कि इन तीनों को मार पाए. बट जब वो पुलिस वाला बन जाता है और जब वो बाहर आता है, देन ही इज लाइक मैं इसका बदला खुद ले लूंगा. ठीक है. तो अब नाउ द
son has to stop
now
the father.
the son has to stop the father without knowing that he is his father.
Oh, he's not been to be.
ठीक है. हाँ, दाढ़ी में ना वो बाद में पता लगता है उसे अनुपम खेर की. फिर एक दिन उसको यही चीज रियलाइज होती है कि अरे तो उसके जैसा दिखता हूँ मैं. ठीक है. तो वो दाढ़ी पहन के आ जाता है मेकअप करके अनुपम खेर के आगे, एंड देन अनुपम खेर सब कुछ बोल देता है, एंड देन वो ऐसे करके दाढ़ी होता है.
By the way, that's why I also I keep a beard so that my children cannot recognize me, you know.
So that's the plot of आखिरी रास्ता. और आखिरी रास्ता के एंड में अमिताभ भी मर जाता है, और
दोनों
इसमें बदला नहीं हो पाता है.
होता है तीनों का बदला. सो अमिताभ जो पुलिस वाला अमिताभ है, उसका मिशन है विजिलेंटी वाले अमिताभ को रोकना।
हाँ।
ठीक है, तो वो एंड में उसको समझ में आ जाता है कि ये मंत्रियों को कैसे मारने वाला है।
अच्छा।
तो वो अमिताभ को शूट कर देते हैं, राइट। ठीक है, एंड अमिताभ मर जाता है और फिर जो वो पुलिस वाला जो वो मंत्री उतर के आ जाता है अपने बुलेट प्रूफ उससे निकल के कि भाई अरे मर गया, देखो ये हमारी सोसाइटी के रावण हैं, ये हैं वो हैं। और जो यंग अमिताभ है वो बड़ी ही विजिबली अनकंफर्टेबल है बिकॉज ये सब कुछ सच पता है अब। बट जैसे ही वो ये बोल के मुड़ता है, अमिताभ के अंदर जो विजिलेंटी वाला अमिताभ है उसके अंदर थोड़ी जान बची होती है, वो मुड़ता है और उसको शूट कर देता है।
अच्छा,
और फिर जो और फिर वो मर जाता है और जो यंग वाला अमिताभ है फिर वो ऐसे
जो मरते मरते मारते हैं, वी फॉरगिव देम ना, करिए तो मर ही रहा था।
वो मरते मरते मार जाता है बेसिकली, और उसका रिवेंज भी कंप्लीट हो जाता है। और क्योंकि वो भी विजिलेंटी ही था एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, उसने भी गलत तरीके से ही जस्टिस सर्व करी, तो ही आल्सो मीट्स हिज एंड।
तो वो तो हाँ करेक्ट।
आई थिंक वन ऑफ द वेरी गुड रिवेंज स्टोरीज इन बॉलीवुड।
ओके,
आई रियली लाइक दिस फिल्म।
Okay, cool. Abbas, what about you? What do you think is a good revenge story?
मकबूल।
Oh,
विशाल भारद्वाज।
lovely.
Macbeth.
Yeah, Macbeth.
Yes, Macbeth.
So of the three
Oh, you have
adaptations-
Maqbool, I have Heather in my list.
Yes.
Vishal Bhardwaj supremacy.
And I
Yeah,
have
Omkar.
Kamine.
You have Omkar.
I don't have it.
नहीं तो
Omkar is Othello, na?
Omkar is Othello.
Yeah.
So of the three adaptations that he's done his trilogy, I was thinking it was a close call between Omkara and Maqbool. I think Omkara का जो revenge plot है वो थोड़ा ज्यादा आर्टिस्टिक है
यार ओमकारा ना मैं भूल गया हूँ, मैं दोबारा उसको रिलीव करना चाहूँगा।
There is that whole thing ना where
मत बताओ ना, मत बताओ आप मत बताओ।
But what I like in Maqbool is, so this is a little different from what we've discussed so far, is the revenge comes back to haunt him as guilt. When Irfan as Maqbool kills Abbaji, that he kills it out of
love for तब्बू,
हाँ वो
and hatred of how he treats
it's jealousy वाला revenge, okay, बदला लेके I'll get the woman that you have. So in this case that revenge comes to haunt him, and poetically then he's also served his death. So I think that's one.
But I have to give this to तब्बू कि उस फिल्म में अंतरिक्ष भाई आप अपने इंडिया की इंडस्ट्री में बेस्ट एक्टर्स के नाम आप रैंडमली बोल दोगे ना, वो सारे उस फिल्म में। नसीर साहब, ओमपुरी, इरफान खान, आपका पंकज कपूर, पीयूष मिश्रा, एंड देन इन सबको एक अकेली बैलेंस कर रही है तब्बू। भाई साहब कमाल परफॉर्मेंस तब्बू का।
You not seen Maqbool?
I've never seen Maqbool.
Oh man,
I've seen
she's
Omkara.
definitely watch
I've
it.
seen Heather.
You should definitely
not
watch
Omkara.
Maqbool. I
Sorry.
think it's one of the finest films ever made in the history of
That's what I keep hearing, man. I just always put off. You know, there's
Maqbool is
always
a
this
great film.
one or two blind spot
Of
movies that
course,
you have.
yeah.
This
Yeah,
part
yeah.
is. Have you guys seen? So Sanjay Gupta, you guys know the director
Of
Sanjay
course,
Gupta, right?
yes.
He is known for
Stylish
remakes
Yeah.
of Hollywood films
Yeah.
in a way, or like foreign films. So he's made Kaante famously, which was the remake of Reservoir Dogs, Quentin Tarantino's. He's made Zinda.
Do you know Tarantino actually screened
Yeah, he
Kaante?
actually likes
correct.
Kaante.
He Tarantino
At the Cinerama,
owns
I
this
think.
theater,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which where he says, so he screens his own films very
Yeah,
often,
yeah.
like like at occasions and days or something.
You think Bollywood has ego? This
Yeah,
director
so
owns a
Tarantino-
theater where he
like-
screens
Firstly,
his own
Tarantino,
films.
dude, for sure. Tarantino is
course,
very
yeah,
aware
yeah.
of how good his films are and how much they're loved and all, for sure, dude. But how could he not be?
Of course.
Okay, and he very famously, has screened Kaante at that theater,
Correct.
saying that this is, I don't usually like people who rip off my movies or like do remakes of my films.
But this is a
but
good
this is one of the rare good ones.
yeah.
And I think it's that and one more that he likes of his.
Yeah.
Some other
So he did a double
language.
feature. One was I think a Korean remake of Reservoir Dogs, and then the other was Kaante.
Yeah, I'm sure Kaante is better.
Of course.
That Korean one doesn't have cigarette.
एंड फेमसली दैट डायलॉग कि अगर तेरे पास एक बॉम्ब पड़ा होगा तो तू क्या फटेगा, वो कहता है पहले बॉम्ब नहीं तेरी गांड फटेगी।
But which
The movie I'm talking about is the remake of Old Boy, Zinda.
I haven't watched
Okay,
Zinda.
Zinda. The plot again, it's revenge only is the plot. There is no other plot. That the whole central plot is again revenge. How the movie goes about is that Sanjay Dutt, one fine day, he has like a family or whatever. Okay, he has a life, like a proper working professional or whatever. And one fine day, he is just abducted out of the blue. Sanjay Dutt is abducted, is kidnapped.
इसका कोई स्पॉइलर मत देना, मेरे को देखनी है। दे दिया क्या?
I don't talk about it, bro. I just told you it's revenge.
नहीं रिवेंज तक ठीक है but इसका कोई
Hey, bro, you can't be like spoiler alert मत दे. Spoiler मत दे. Act like after 20 years after the
अरे
movie.
नहीं देखी यार.
Great. So I'll tell you, I'll be as vague as I can. Basically, Sanjay Dutt gets abducted, and for I think like 20 years is kept, right? 20 years? 20 years is kept in like this solitary isolation in like this one tiny room. Okay? And he basically, in that 20 years, okay, first he's very depressed. Sorry? 14 years, so one
14
was.
years.
Okay.
Please get your facts right.
Oh, wow, 14 years.
That was old boy.
20 years. They reduced the years.
Yes.
no difference. Why? There's no reason to. So basically, he is for those 14 years. In those 14 years, the first part of the 14 years, he's very like depressed. Like, अरे निकालो मुझे मैं क्या करूँ. Then he adapts to that. There's one TV in his room. Okay. And he starts learning how to fight, watching martial arts films and all that.
इसका इंग्लिश वाले में वो है क्या?
There's an English remake of Old Boy also. Yeah.
But
I
which
don't
wasn't
remember
well
who is
received.
it, but Spike Lee directed, I know. But there is an English remake. Yes.
But anyway, तो
देखी है शायद मैंने और मुझे थोड़ी बोरिंग लगने लगी थी बीच में तो मैंने कहा जिंदा नहीं देखी मैंने वो अंग्रेजी वाली देखी
that didn't get that great reviews.
तो anyway, तो after 14 years, one fine day, he is just released. No explanation, nothing. He was
Does he
just
know who
gotten out.
kidnapped him?
So that's what the entire reason.
वो ढूंढ रहा होता है ना.
He's training himself. Entire reason is like whenever I get out, and I know I will one day get out because that's what he hopes for. Whenever I do get out, I will find these people who made my life miserable, and I will take revenge on them. And so that's the rest of the movie is him trying to find the person or persons who did him wrong, because of which he seemingly lost his family and whatever. Then you find out like a very twisted plot about the family, like a family angle later, which is again still I think about that and I like cringe a little bit. Exactly. He knows. Abbas knows. The climax is like
America. मूवी बताओ कौन सी मूवी से आई है?
This Zinda.
No, this America, America, बाहर निकल America.
I don't know.
No, this is रहना है तेरे दिल में.
Oh, okay.
Really?
या जब सैफ अली खान आ जाता है वापस और मैडी का पूरा ग्रुप ऑटो से निकल के मैडी फिर उनके घर में जाता है तो देन इज लाइक अमेरिका निकल अमेरिका.
Okay. So yeah, that was Zinda.
Nice.
And I think it really
I haven't seen Old Boy, but they are screening a remastered version at Mumbai Film Festival this year, so I'm planning to.
Really?
Check it. Yes.
A remaster I think will be like HD 4K and shit.
Yeah.
Wow, man, that's cool. That's cool.
Nice. Nice. Abbas,
So, like you know,
like
like if you haven't watched Zinda or Old Boy, you know that famous corridor fight scene
Yeah.
where it's like a super long one take of this one dude fighting with all these other people.
Yes.
Which has been copied like
again and again and again.
times.
Yeah. So that famous scene is from Old Boy. It was remade in Zinda also, albeit like a slightly watered down version of it. Because Old Boy, they go at it. They go like really at it. But anyway, sorry.
So I love movies where it takes generations to take revenge.
अच्छा तो इसलिए वासेपुर की बात कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
No, Vasepur also. So obviously Karan Arjun Vasepur, like where one person they take another.
Yeah.
तो मेरी लिस्ट पे है श्रीदेवी की पिक्चर नागिन, जिसमें माँ मर जाती है
सांप बन के आके
फिर अमरीश पुरी को डसती है.
क्या मस्त है ना भाई अपना लिस्ट. मेरे में भूत बदला ले रहा है टार्जन वंडरकार में.
Best one is Jani Dushman.
Yeah.
Johnny Dushman is a great event.
Yes.
Yeah, it's on par with Tarzan the Wonder Car, I would say.
Nobody matches Tarzan the Wonder. Yeah, I really want Vatsal Seth on Pop Rap. I think we should reach out to him. I really want Vatsal Seth on the episode.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
We'll talk about Tarzan the Wonder Car and how the entire
in the next episode.
And hopefully we'll talk to him about Adi Purush and like maybe the fiasco around it. Like he didn't have to address it directly, but you know we can ask.
He did actually address it in a couple of media meets.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Like he addressed the fiasco part of it?
The fiasco part of it. All the hate and everything that they got, he addressed it and he addressed it very gracefully. So I was like, nice. I want him on Pop Rap also.
Okay.
But yeah, what's the next?
Generational की बात कर तो let's also again talk about Gangs of Wasseypur and get
I mean,
it out
of
of the way.
course, yeah,
Because I think that's the...
And yeah, why have we not talked about Bazigar yet?
We will know. Because again,
Will
it's one
we?
of those that will be... So I thought Gangs of Wasseypur, Bazigar, like Ghajni, Sholay would be on everyone's list. Is what
So
I thought.
Ghajni I'm not a big fan of, the others I am.
Fair.
I don't know.
As a movie, maybe not, but I understand the revenge angle.
Of course.
It's a classic revenge
Again,
angle
that's
of
the whole movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's okay, but again, like nothing crazy as a revenge angle. It's just like the loved one was killed, and so the revenge story is trying to find the person who killed the loved one. That's a very regular plot. But sorry, Gangs of Wasseypur.
No, so Gangs of Wasseypur again, I think the last iconic Hindi film about revenge, जिसका मतलब क्या ही बोले, मतलब memes बन चुके हैं, गाने, everything has been scrutinized.
We have also talked about it multiple times.
कितनी बारी हमारे ऑफिस में एक बार एक डिसीजन हुआ था कि हम हर वेंसडे को मूवी नाइट रखेंगे, और जो पहले वेंसडे वो जब फॉलो हुआ था तो उसने पहले दिन आउट ऑफ डेमोक्रेटिक वोटिंग वासेपुर वन.
Yeah.
And
the
we saw
options were
Wasseypur.
Wasseypur, Spider-Man and one more movie. I forgot which one it was.
Yeah,
And
like वो तुमने
Wasseypur won.
कंपटीशन भी बहुत ही वेला रखा था वैसे. Wasseypur
So,
wins,
yeah,
of course.
Wasseypur won by a huge margin. But yeah, all-time classic revenge movie.
Nothing beats. I think has the most satisfactory villain death
Yeah,
in Wasseypur.
maybe. Yeah.
That's another movie which does not have one villain. It has like an institute, which is the villain.
Three
Faltu.
Idiots.
No, neither of them. 3 Days is good, but it's not exactly a revenge story. Dhoom 3.
Oh.
It's a bad revenge movie, yeah.
But
it
isn't
has a
Amir
bank.
Khan a villain?
No. The reason he's the villain is because he's trying to bring about the downfall of this
A bank.
Okay.
which wronged his father with, I don't know, forgot, like loans. Again,
Loan
Jackie
नहीं
Shroff,
दिया
yeah.
था.
लोन नहीं
Jackie
दिया था,
Shroff,
या
हाँ.
लोन नहीं दिया था, या फिर लोन पे डिफॉल्ट अगर कर गए तो उसके पैसे मांगे थे, ऐसे कुछ.
तो सीन वो कि उसको अपना सर्कस चलाना रहता
हाँ,
है, एंड
correct.
उसने
Yeah,
जो लोन
correct,
लिया
correct.
रहता है,
Yeah.
तो वो कहता है कि भाई मैं बैंक वालों को अपना ट्रिक दिखाऊंगा और उनको बोलूंगा ये मैं ट्रिक सर्कस में ओपन करूंगा तो मुझे बहुत पैसा आएगा, बहुत मस्त ट्रिक है. तो एवरीबडी एंजॉयज, बट जो बैंक का मालिक है वो कह देता है, जो रिव्यू करने आया था, कि इतना कुछ नहीं चलेगा, हम एक्सटेंशन नहीं दे सकते या वो दे नहीं सकते. तो वो वहाँ पे फिर वो टेंशन में आके जैकी श्रॉफ अपने आप को मार देता है. एंड दैट्स द
Yeah.
रिवेंज.
Also, then leaves the kids to fend for themselves,
या
which is bad father. But yeah, Dhoom 3 is just another throwaway I want to get out there. Let's talk about Bazigar. Bazigar is a classic revenge
Madan
story.
Chopra.
Yeah, correct.
I also want
I also remember very well that
Snayhil on the
Abbas
podcast.
loves the part when Shilpa Shetty dies in the movie. As
Oh,
he
yeah.
mentioned on a previous episode.
Yes, yes.
His favorite part, he watches it on repeat.
I loved it. I mean,
He's a big fan of that scene.
It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch.
How is it?
Which episode did we discuss that?
I
in?
forgot.
forgot
No
also.
satisfactory
No
Bollywood.
No satisfactory
Yeah,
death.
deaths,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
a satisfactory death. Yeah.
It is not.
See, on like Ramadhir Singh or Shilpa Shetty in
Of
Bazigar.
course, Ramadi. Are you mad?
See,
The
for me,
more I
it's
think
close.
about it, it's Shilpa. It's Shilpa. It's definitely Shilpa.
You were just eating at a restaurant
See,
yesterday.
Ramadhir
Just
Singh-
shut up.
Hey, that's why, because she's a better restaurateur than an actor, guys.
Ramadhir Singh's death, you see it coming from 2 films away. Shilpa Shetty, you don't see it coming.
Yeah,
and when
you
it
think
happens,
she's the main actress.
And now
Yeah.
every time you're like, I know she's
Yeah.
gonna fall, and she falls.
Yeah.
And, you know. Anyway, but Bazigar. So that's another trope I'm a fan of, where someone pretends to be someone else for taking revenge. Like change their identity. So that's another trope where I'm a big fan of, where the hero or the revenge taker changes their identity to take a.
Where else does it happen, though?
Many
I can't think of
films.
that many.
But I also can't think of any.
Bazigar.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
Oh, great. Yeah, right. Correct. It does happen, Bazigar. Fuck.
Yeah. Jani Dushman, of course.
Yeah. Dar mein, does he change his identity ever?
No.
That's
no.
not in. That's not in.
There, I
revenge.
don't think it's a revenge film.
It's not a revenge film.
I mean, there
It's
is
just a
an element
stalker-
of it, but
Stalker
film
film.
है वो,
it's
yeah.
just
Stalking
like,
film.
yeah.
Yeah.
One film that I have on my list is उसमें ऐसा मौत वौत नहीं है, मतलब ऐसा, but I think it's again one of the very good revenge stories in Bollywood.
Okay.
Table number 21.
I have no memory
I've
of
never
this
seen
film.
this.
Who's in this?
What?
Yeah.
ओ भाई साहब, इसमें है परेश रावल.
It's about a restaurant or something.
No. So
I also thought the same. It's
did,
called
no?
table
Yeah.
number 20.
What else would table number 21 be, bro? What is it about then? What? It's about it's about a table land in Lonavala.
So anyway,
The
there's
21st
this
plateau.
वो पता है राजीव खंडेलवाल सच का सामना वाला
हाँ,
आदमी,
आमिर,
ठीक है,
हाँ।
तो आमिर ऑल्सो यस, तो
शैतान।
तो उस वो है फिल्म का लीड, एंड कौन, टीना देसाई, एंड उसके साथ में है परेश रावल. सो परेश रावल इनको कांटेक्ट करता है और कहता है कि भाई मैं तुम्हारे साथ एक गेम खेलने वाला हूँ और इसके हर गेम का तुम्हें एक डेयर मिलेगा, वो डेयर कंप्लीट करने के बाद तुम्हें इतना पैसा मिलेगा, लाइक आई विल गिव यू दिस मच मनी इफ यू कंप्लीट दिस डेयर. सुनो तो इसमें मौत वौत कुछ नहीं है, दे आर जस्ट वेरी ऐसे टास्क जो तुम नॉर्मली नहीं एक्सपेक्ट करो, एंड इसलिए कि ये सारे डेयर्स जो हैं,
Can you give us an example of a task?
हाँ बता रहा हूँ, तो ये सारे डेयर्स जो हैं ये आपके टेलीकास्ट होंगे फॉर दैट मैटर, ऑनलाइन सारा टेलीकास्ट होगा, और जितने हमारे हिट्स आएंगे उतना ही हम आपको पैसा जो है वो देते रहेंगे. एंड इज लाइक कि जब तक वंस यू साइन द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कि आप हमारे साथ इतना टाइम रहने वाले हो, तो आपके हाथ पे एक वो बांध देंगे जिससे आप हमारे इसी एरिया के बाहर आप नहीं जा पाओगे, ठीक है. तो अब जैसे वो ऐसे
Can I guess something?
क्या
The thing on their hand explodes if they move too far away from the thing.
मतलब हाँ ऐसा है कुछ, ये बड़ी बहुत टाइम पहले देखी थी, बहुत छोटी डिटेल है ये इन द लार्जर स्कीम ऑफ फिल्म.
Why is it called table number?
बता रहा हूँ वहीं पे आ रहा हूँ. तो द थिंग इज कि वो उनको ऐसे कुछ टास्क देता है, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल जो वाइफ है शी इज अ वेजिटेरियन, एंड ही सेज कि अगर आप एक ये चिकन का टुकड़ा खा लोगे फॉर एग्जांपल, तो मैं आपको इतने पैसे दूंगा. तो एंड देन ही इज लाइक
3 गुना लगान दूंगा,
एंड देन ही इज लाइक कि ओ वो कभी नहीं खाएगी, वो ये नहीं करेगी, वो नहीं करेगी, एंड वो खा लेती है, ठीक है. ऐसे
and then
मतलब वो
चिकन
नहीं है, मतलब वो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो चिकन दे रहा है, चिकन इज वेरी नॉर्मल थिंग, मतलब वो बहुत ही ग्रोस सा कुछ दे देगा आपको खाने के लिए, जो
नॉनवेज खाने वाला भी,
हाँ जो नॉनवेज खाने वाला. देन चिल भी है कि आपको अपने बाल शेव करने पड़ेंगे पूरे सबके सामने, तो हम आपको वो इतना देंगे. तो वो ऐसे टास्क देता है, और ये तो बहुत बेसिक वाले मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको, और भी ज्यादा और गलत
परेश रावल दे रहा है,
परेश रावल टास्क दे रहा है, वो उनका गेम मास्टर है, एंड दिस इज ruining their personal life.
So far it sounds like Big Boss.
Over how many days is this game played?
तो
21
कुछ नहीं. सो अब क्या होता है, एंड में उसे कहता है कि तुम्हारा लास्ट टास्क इतने X करोड़ रुपीस के लिए जो है वो ये है कि तुम्हें इस इंसान का मर्डर करना है. ठीक है. अब वो बंदूक लेके जा रहा है वो मर्डर करने के लिए, जिस बंदे के पास जाता है वो मुड़ के देखता है, वो बंदा जो मुड़ के देखता है ही इज स्पेशली एबल्ड, वो ऐसे मुड़ के देखता है, एंड देन राजीव खंडेलवाल के हाथ से बंदूक छूट जाती है, एंड इज लाइक तुम यहाँ क्या कर रहे हो. आई थिंक उसका नाम अकरम होता है शायद, ठीक है. एंड देन वी गो इनटू द फ्लैशबैक कि ये जो स्टूडेंट जो अकरम था, ये राजीव और लड़की जो टीना है उसके कॉलेज में इनका जूनियर था, और उन्होंने इसकी उन्हीं तरीकों से रैगिंग करी थी जिनके टास्क परेश रावल ने इनको दिए, अ फॉर्म ऑफ टास्क.
जिसको ये मारने जा रहे हैं, he was the one who was bullied by them.
He was bullied, हाँ उसके साथ रैगिंग करी गई थी, एंड बाद में परेश रावल आता है, ये मेरा ही बेटा है और तुमने इसके साथ इतना खराब बिहेव किया.
Why does he want him to kill?
It's the most elaborate parent-teacher meeting.
Yeah, but why does he want him to kill Akram though?
तो he's basically like कि ये पिछले तुमने इसको इतना रैग किया तुमने इसको कि अब
he's lost any confidence
कि इतना एक्सट्रीम तक कि वो ना डॉक्टर के वो थे, तो वो उसके ऊपर कभी उसको मॉर्ग में बंद कर देते थे, उसके ऊपर कभी ब्लड बास्केट डाल देते थे, और ये सब, तो उसको एक्सट्रीम रैगिंग दिखाया है, ठीक है. एंड वो उसे बताता है कि तुमने इसको इतना रैग किया कि इसकी दिमागी हालत जो है वो ख़राब हो गई है, नाउ ही इज़ बस अब वो इसी कमरे से कभी बाहर नहीं निकलता है. एंड बाद में पता लगता है कि 21 जो इन्होंने टाइटल लिया टेबल नंबर 21, स्टार्टिंग में बताते हैं कि गेम का नाम ही टेबल नंबर 21 है, पर कास्ट में पता जो कास्टिंग्स आती है ना एंड में, उसमें नोटिस आता है कि हमारा आर्टिकल नंबर 21 जो है दैट केटर्स टू रैगिंग एंड लॉज अगेंस्ट रैगिंग, इसलिए इस फिल्म का नाम उन्होंने टेबल नंबर 21 रखा.
Sounds very contrived. Also, I would just like to point out that he didn't let you spoil Old Boy for you, Zinda.
Yeah.
And then he pretty much spoiled entirety of
he
Table
knows
20.
I don't want to watch
That's
this.
true, even I'm not gonna watch Table 20.
But it's a good film. It's actually
Doesn't sound like one.
भाई बहुत सही है, actually बहुत सही है, देख लो अगर.
I'm sure this is also a rip-off of some.
It could be a good film because Rajiv Khandelwal usually does the good ones.
Unlike Tarzan. What's his name?
Hey, shut up.
What's it?
Shut up. But it's a good film. वो तो मैंने आपको वो बता दिया कि टेबल नंबर 21 का रीजन क्या है, तो वो थोड़ा सस्पेंस जो उसका खत्म हो गया, but they've played it out
So
very
then if you
beautifully.
really want to know back then when the film came out, if you actually wanted to know why it's called Table Number 21, you have to
watch the
state
film.
the credits. Oh, even before
You're
Marvel.
just thinking क्या टेबल नंबर 21 क्या है
So
इस पिक्चर में
starting में वो
यार?
बोल देता है कि टेबल नंबर
हाँ,
21
but
इस गेम का
number-
नाम है,
article number
ठीक है,
21
बट
तो
एंड
end
में
में आ रहा है ना।
डायरेक्टर आपको बता रहा है कि मेरा जो टेबल नंबर जो आर्टिकल नंबर 21 है वो इससे रिलेट करता है, हेंस द इंस्पिरेशन ऑफ द टाइटल.
मुझे बहुत कंट्राइव
Yeah.
लग रही है anyway.
Well,
कंट्राइव्ड क्या होता है?
मतलब
convoluted.
अच्छा सही है,
Right?
बहुत बढ़िया भाई. ये कॉन्वोल्यूटेड तो बिल्कुल नहीं पता है मेरे
जानबूझ के सेंस बना रहे हैं जिस चीज का ना हो.
को. नहीं
हाँ.
हो सकता है मैंने सुना ही गलत तरीके से, पर मूवी अच्छी है.
Okay, fair. Paresh was in it. Okay, good for Paresh.
हाँ, सो एक्चुअली कास्ट भी अच्छी है. ये लोग ऐसी रैंडम मूवीज नहीं करते.
I got one that neither of you would have thought of. I
Which one?
got it because of Table Number 21. Taxi no 911 is a revenge story, and it's a fun revenge story. There's no actual villain, but he forgets his key and basically ruins his taxi, and then reveals to his wife that he's a taxi driver. John Abraham reveals to
it's
Nana
a-
Patek's wife.
हाँ, cat and
then
mouse type of
the rest
revenge.
of the thing is just him being
Trying to get
an
back.
asshole.
Them trying to get
Nana
back
Patek-
at each other.
Basically
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, check out
Yeah.
the Samira Reddy episode of Taxi No Gara on Hell
Yeah.
as well. I've got one which I think the क्या बोलते जो the climax of the revenge, like I was saying, I want the person to die.
Yeah.
But what happens in this is actually better than death. एक हसीना थी where Urmila literally leaves Saif, who's the villain.
Yeah.
He's scared of rats and she leaves him in a cave full
Yeah.
of rats.
Yeah.
She You haven't seen एक हसीना थी?
No,
Oh, please watch it. इसका भी मैंने तेरे को क्लाइमैक्स बता दिया, but please watch the movie where Saif frames her for a smuggling deal that he's involved with.
Okay.
And she spends years in jail, and she's this very independent working woman, so jail is completely out of place for her. So she
But jail is out of place for
anyone,
yeah.
but like I'm just spelling it out.
But not for non-independent, not working women. They love jail.
Yeah, like if you've been subjugated in the house, then you're in a jail anyway. So if you went to jail, you know.
अच्छा.
Anyway, so वहाँ पे फिर वो gangs बन जाती हैं, then it's basically
फिर वो
the
वासेपुर चले जाते
episode of Orange is the New Black and everything. So when she comes out, she's like, I'm gonna make. She's only telling the plot.
वो
Yes,
plot बता
I
रहे
am
हो,
telling the
वाह,
plot
series.
synopsis.
So
So
let her finish.
when Urmila comes out, she's like, I'll make Saif pay.
I hate it
and,
when you cut women off. Sorry.
Then she finally does this. She lets and please check out the way the scene was shot, because they actually used real rats plus mechanical rats.
Oh, really?
And apparently white rats are friendlier to humans
Yeah.
than brown and
Yeah,
black
that's true.
rats.
Yeah, that's
So
what
they
I said.
took white rats and किसी एडी का ये job था श्रीराम राघवन ने
Colour
दिया था.
them.
Then
Oh,
they had
shit.
to paint
Oh, man.
black. And and there was one rat with एक scene है जहाँ वो पैंट के अंदर घुस जाता है उसका, and you have to pan him going up, and they just couldn't get a rat to do that. So,
Yeah, of
So
course.
then they used a mechanical rat too for that scene.
Oh, cool, man.
to
Nice.
do that. So, yeah.
The rat is rolling up on wheels
Yeah,
of his legs.
yeah. But that is a very haunting last scene.
उर्मिला की एक मूवी, it's not like a revenge drama, but like just you mentioned उर्मिला, भाई.
You're talking about the Manoj Bajpayee movie?
Yeah.
Con, where she is Con.
Yeah, sure, but it's
It's not a revenge movie, yeah.
मैं तो कह रहा हूँ रिवेंज नहीं है, बट
हाँ,
वो
हाँ.
मूवी आपने उर्मिला का नाम लिया और
Another Urmila movie that is a revenge movie, although Urmila is like a tertiary character, is Satya.
Oh
I
yes,
think that,
yeah,
Satya is
yeah.
also one of the
Yes.
best
Yeah,
revenge
yeah.
movies. Again, layers upon layers of revenge.
Yeah.
But again, Satya decides to become a gangster because a guy, when he's working at a beer bar and he's serving drinks, one politician throws a
Yes.
drink at
Yes,
his face,
yes,
and he's
yes.
like, "Bhai, isko to dikha ke rahunga," and then that revenge fuels him for the rest of the movie. So
Yeah.
that's also
nice.
great.
That's
Do
a lot of
you
films,
bro,
right?
अब पूरा बॉलीवुड रिवेंज फिल्म पे
Yeah,
बना हुआ
yeah,
है.
that's-
हम लोग एक
we
घंटा
already
और
are-
बात करते हैं,
we-
अभी
we-
3 घंटे और बात कर सकते हैं.
Correct,
revenge
correct.
film
Okay,
पे.
so many
keeping,
already,
I have another question. Keeping Jawan aside, do you think we are making good revenge? Is Hindi cinema making good revenge
No,
movies now?
not anymore.
I think the South is
Yeah.
doing a way better
Yeah,
job
yeah,
at
yeah.
doing revenge.
हो सकता है. I haven't been watching good, but हाँ recently कुछ
Dude,
revenge
RRR was revenge, you're right.
Huh,
in a way.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
RRR
It was
is
a revenge.
revenge. Entire Ramcharan's arc
Yes.
in RRR
It's
is a revenge arc.
Yes, it's revenge.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep.
Bahubali revenge.
Correct.
Jailer is also revenge.
Jailer is...
This guy, they kidnap his son and then he goes
But
after
he
them.
doesn't know at first that he's kidnapped.
Okay.
Right.
Cut kar dena.
No, but you're right. But at first he doesn't. He finds out
True.
only midway through the movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, chalo yaar, there are plenty
There
of
are
revenge films.
plenty यार. अभी तो हमने बदलापुर के बारे में बात नहीं करी, इसके नाम में बदला है.
Correct.
तो और मतलब हाँ, there are enough movies यार. बदला में अमिताभ बच्चन होता ही नहीं है, एंड में पता चलता है.
इसका भी एंड बता दिया तूने?
Sorry guys.
All right, we have talked about all the revenge films that...
Not all,
Not
but
all,
like
the
all the
ones that
revenge-
we could recollect.
Let
Yeah,
me
we
finish,
could
guys. Let me finish. I wasn't the end of the sentence. What the fuck?
Just coming clean.
yeah bro.
वरना लिख देंगे कॉल
नीचे
उसके बारे में तो बात नहीं किया.
वो
Literally
वहाँ
gonna say-
pause कर देगा, like
Yeah.
चल चुप.
Yeah. Dude, someone actually messaged me this. He said ke, or message, maybe it was a comment I read. He was like, I was just about to type, hey guys, this is wrong, whatever. But then you only self-corrected and you were like, otherwise some asshole in the comments will be commenting. I'm like, fuck, I'm the asshole in the comments. That guy said to me. So funny. Yeah, that brings us to the end of this episode of Pop Rap. Hope you liked it. And if you did, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to the channel.
और अगर नहीं भी पसंद है तो आप लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब भी कर दो, हम आगे अच्छा करेंगे. और हमें कमेंट्स में फीडबैक दे दो.
Yeah, correct. At least like the weekend that Snayhil had.
Yeah,
Because उसकी वजह से like कर दो.
मैंने पूरा टाइम हैट भी पहन के रखा.
Yeah, correct. And didn't talk about India Pakistan almost at all.
Oh fuck, हाँ.
It's not that podcast. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't mention Gadar. Is that a revenge?
Is it a revenge film? No, it's a rescue operation.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, well. Alright.
तूने इंडिया पाकिस्तान की बात की तो मेरे को लगा what are the revenge films with
India Pakistan.
Yeah,
Border-
India Pakistan.
India Pakistan match is revenge.
That is the revenge story.
Please, I hope you guys are watching our other content on this channel. Has
But
aged
कभी
well.
आपने सोचा है कि अगर इंडिया पाकिस्तान मिलके इंग्लैंड पे हमला कर दे तो वो होगा ना रिवेंज
Oh, you
स्टोरी.
mean RRR?
Yeah. Also,
One final time.
yeah.
Yes.
Has aged well, hosted by Abbas and Ujita. Hope you guys are
Yes.
watching that. Just a Filmy game show hosted by me. Pop Rap hosted by us. And
Thanks for coming to the India Pod Day, guys, that we had on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Thanks for making it a rousing success.
Yes,
that
it,
it was.
yes, it was great
full-
seeing all of you.
Full disclosure, we are recording this before the episode. So it'll be hilarious if like 2 people show up. The entire event.
Yeah, and Rishabh, I love you, man.
The way Antariksh played the games from the stage at
Yeah,
the event,
oh
just,
God,
oh my God,
Antariksh.
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your
Yeah.
interview with Hussain Zaidi could have
I
been better.
know. And that point where Snayhil slipped on the stage, oh, hilarious.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, great.
I thought he said he wasn't going to be on stage.
That's why he
He
slipped.
went back.
तो मैं Wings में
Snail is
slip किया stage पे.
He was so not expecting to go on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
that,
yeah.
that when he did go out.
Yeah, yeah.
Slip.
Yeah, it
I hope you caught all that, guys, at the live taping of our podcast.
Now
If
you have
didn't-
to slip on
Yeah,
the
like,
event.
like I have to.
Insert footage of Snayhil slipping here.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Do the needful. Follow us wherever you can. Abbas
Yeah.
Momin, Snayhil Aneja, Antariksh Thakkar.
And check out our Tiger 3 trailer reaction, by the way. Trailer reaction and review, it's out on
Correct.
YouTube. इससे पिछला ही वीडियो, पिछले से पिछला वीडियो
Yeah.
होगा. Do check it out.
Yeah,
Do tell
also-
us what you feel like.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, if you do enjoy the work that we do here and the content that we make, please consider also following us on Instagram. We
Yes.
put out content there and we want to get our listenership or viewership on Instagram up a little bit if we can.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to
Of
do
course,
well
बनाओ
in life?
influencer हमें please.
Yeah.
हम
Yeah.
influence करेंगे तुम्हें फिर Tarzan the Wonder Car देखने में.
Exactly.
Bye-bye, guys.
IVM